Rod and I met Frans and Jochen at Karma Rhino Sanctuary. Frans and I had started chatting while I was washing the dishes. He was concerned about some reports he had seen on a Dutch site stating that the road into Lekhubu was closed due to heavy rains. I said I would get Rod to come and chat with him, and we decided, in the interest of safety, we would travel to Lekhubu together. Here we are on the actual salt pan, driving towards the island. It could be possible that is it in front of us over there where the trees are, but I'm not certain. This is quite an adventure. You can see they've had a fair amount of rain recently, but that it's dried up quite quickly. This is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. As you can see, it's very muddy, and the mud is quite slippery, so it almost feels like we're surfing, which is quite disconcerting when the vehicle weighs 3-point-something tons. Lekhubu Island was underwater until about 10,000 years ago. It is surrounded by a salt pan. The island is a photographer's dream. The stark whiteness of the surrounding pan, which stretches as far as the eye can see, is a reminder of just how large the ancient lake must have been. The rocks resemble popcorn, randomly tumbled out onto the pan, and the baobabs are very fluid in their silhouettes against the sky. They look like they have just frozen in a particular pose. Our plan for the morning was to get up early to stake out a spot to photograph the sunrise. We got up earlier than needed. The stars were still out. We managed to capture the sunrise against the baobabs. The videos don't really do the dawning justice. You have to go and see this sight for yourself. We are en route out of Lekhubu Island and passing the kind of scenery I think we're going to see a lot of. The grass is very high, lots of trees, not much else to see. We've seen a martial eagle this morning, and maybe a black-bellied peregrine. I need to check it out. But we've got a 360 degree of this. Forever in the future, the smell of wild sagebush will remind me of the Nxai pans. It is common across Botswana, but it was a ranger at the gate who told me what that particularly pungent smell is. I'm not certain we did the Nxai pans justice. We had an issue with our water system, which Rod managed to fix with the help of a relay donated by a fellow camper, but as a consequence, we did not have as much time in the park as we would have liked. We got up early to catch the sunrise and took a drive. There is really something extraordinary about the quality of the light at that time of day. Rod and I both agreed that perhaps the prettiest of all the antelope are the springboks, and we managed to capture some video of them pronking. It's a wee bit wobbly, but I felt it was worth sharing. The birding at Ntwetwe Pan is good, and we spent a lot of time watching a memory of elephants enjoying the elephant pools. Ntwetwe Pan may be most famous for the Baines Baobab camp, but we were not fortunate enough to secure a booking. We plan to visit there in July of 2023. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Our next adventure is the Central Kalahari Game Reserve, where we were caught in the middle of the most epic rainstorm. Please join us.